No, I don't want to see the lads tonight. No, I don't want to go out for a few cheeky pints. Do you not watch the news? You absolute wiener. Stay at home and wash your hands. Hey, and welcome back to another video here with Fitness with Seb. So I hope you guys are all staying safe, you're staying indoors, you're listening to public health advice, etc, etc. But let's put all that to the side for now. And for today's video, we're going to have a look at another challenge for me to do to see if I can make it into the Canadian Armed Forces through their fitness test. If you could drop this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and of course, while you're there, hit the notifications bell so you know when my future videos are coming out. So last video, I had a look at the US Army Fitness Challenge, and it was tough. I actually, even though watching the video, you can clearly see that I just fall short of the mark. But whenever I was doing it, I actually felt really good about it. But we're gonna see if I can get it this time and I can join the Canadian Armed Forces. And here we are outside in the buff garden, AKA my front garden. So today's test is going to comprise of 4 different elements. The first part is called 20-meter rushes, where I have to run for 10 meters, get down on the front, hands off the floor, up, 10 again, repeat that over and over again. Then next, the second part is a sandbag lift, which constitutes me lifting a sandbag up a meter, moving over to the side, grabbing another sandbag, bringing it up, and keep going on a continuous basis. Then the third element is called intermittent loaded shuttles. So basically I have to run 20 meters, 10 points between 1 and 2, pick up a sandbag, walk quickly that same distance, drop the sandbag, and then run again. And the last section is called a sandbag drag. So that means I have to carry a sandbag, and that sandbag is attached to other bags, and I have to carry the load backwards whilst dragging it across a 20 meter gap. So let's get started. This is the first part of the challenge, and as you can clearly see here, I have marked out an end point, a middle point, and a start point, and each of these are 10 meters apart. So it's 10 meters, that 10 turns into 20, and then back. And the point of this test is to see how much the person's body can react to going from a running position to a prone position, back up, just like you would most likely be doing whenever you're in the armed forces in Canada / everywhere else in the world. But anyway, I believe I absolutely crushed it. Well, this stage of the test anyway. But it was a bit of a puff, but definitely felt good, and hopefully that's me through to the next stage. So I'll catch up with you guys in just a second. So got my breath back a little bit, and in all fairness, I do feel that explosive movement in my legs, but we're gonna push through like an absolute trooper. For the next test, I have to pack, well, technically, I have to get a sandbag that weighs 20 kilos, but I'm not friggin' living in Woolworths or Marks and Spencer's or something like that, so I don't really have sandbags, if that's even the place to get sandbags. I actually don't even know where to get them. Maybe B&Q, but anyway. So, but what I do have here is my trusty rucksack and, of course, some weights. So I'm gonna pack 20 kilograms into this rucksack, and we're gonna pretend like that is my sandbag. So, 5 kg plates, obviously put 4 of them in to equal your 20. And full disclosure, I actually think there's an old sock in there too, so I'm slightly over the 20 kg limit. But that's okay. So step into my office. Here we have our beautiful design. And to run you through the mechanics of what this is, it is the sandbag lift. And basically I have to lift the sandbag up a meter and then move across, and ideally I would actually have another sandbag ready to go, but just with limitations and everything, I don't have another set of weights lying around, so we're going to make use of it. We're going to do a slight variation, which just means that ideally I would lift the bag above, drop it and move on, but instead I'm going to take it up over that meter, carry it across, drop it here and then back. So I'm still going to be putting in the work, and I'm still going to be trying to beat that target and make it into the Canadian Armed Forces. So I need to get 30 lifts done, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So I need to get 30 of them, and I need to get that within 3.5 minutes. So wish me luck. 3, 2, wish me luck. 1. That was a lot harder than I actually thought it would have been. Like reading it online, lifting 20 kilos, you know, back over and over again. Oh, sounded easier. But no, comfortably within the time, which is better than whenever I did the US. When I did the US test. Pardon me. So, I'm gonna catch my breather and I'll catch up with you guys in just a second.
Yeah, I'm all in. Brody on the line, I'm tapping in. God out here pulling the strings for me. A girl on the line, she feeling me. Preoccupied by the motivation. Put in the time, pay the entry fee. Bro on the rise, yeah, he kinda nice. Inside of my mind, no one's real as me. Lately, life has been gorgeous. Wake up to clear, my eyes hit recorded. Praise up to God, I ain't chasing no swinging the miss, got me hitting these lips. I get the orders, don't.
And now we're on to the third exercise of today, and it's basically like another variation of shuttle runs, except it's called consecutive sandbag shuttles. And what that means is basically I have to start, again, the meters are, it's 20 meters counts as one shuttle. So down and back, so technically, sorry, that means 40 meters equals one shuttle, because you have to go down and back equals 1. And I have to walk down there with the sandbag. So I do 40 meters with the sandbag, drop the sandbag, and then I can run that length again. But every time I pick up the sandbag, I have to walk. I can't run and I can't jog. And Canadians define walking as having one foot continuously on the ground, just to keep everyone right. Let's get started with my trusty sandbag, AKA my old laptop bag. And the time to beat here is about 5 minutes 20. And let's give it a go.
Let the flame fill the night. When we touch, then we ignite.
that was, again, you know, you think of the Canadians, you think of how lovely they are, and their fitness test would be a nice breeze. But no, again, trickier than it looks like, you know, and when you're doing it, you're basically, well, I'm basically visualizing myself, you know, actually trying to be functional in the army. For example, with the US one, it was just push-ups and sit-ups, and in all honesty, I mean, that's useful, like all-round strength, but I mean, it feels more specific, you know, if you're carrying like I say, like a heavy machinery to the front line, or, you know, you need a bag of supplies. I mean, yeah, it makes me feel more engaged with what they're looking for. So big thumbs up there for the Canadians. The fourth exercise, and it's quite simple. It's a sandbag drag. As I mentioned before, I'm not privy to having any sandbags. So what we've done here is we've reconstructed it with Papa sandbag and two little kitty sandbags. And it's 20 kilograms is in the black bag, and I have 15 in each of the smaller bags. So according to the Canadian guidelines, depending on what surface you're doing the test on also can dictate how much weight you can pull along, because for example, if you're indoors and it's more of a smoother surface, then you have more weight. But because we're out here and we've got a grassy, lumpy garden, then we've got a slightly less weight than what the Canadians would have in the indoor specific test. But anyway, the mechanics are the same, and we have to drag this bad boy across the 20-meter surface that we've already got out. And they're very specific about how you have to hold the bag. You can't hold on to the rope. I just sort of have to hug that bag for dear life and walk it back. So let's get started. So let's get it. Awesome. So far that's definitely been the nicest test out of these ones. I'm slightly out of breath, but by no means did that bust me. But again, you can really see the mechanics there behind what the Canadians would be doing, trying to drag, let's say, a fallen friend or somebody that's injured to safety. So it's good to see that they're practicing for that type of stuff. But that leaves us on to our last section of today's test, and it's basically an 8-mile march. And because of the restrictions right now with the lockdown, it's going to be rather tedious for me, but it's all good for you guys at home because I'll be time-lapsing it and making it look awesome. So we have a bit of a driveway here, and what I'm going to be doing is actually just marching up and down the driveway until we hit that 8-mile limit. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the time-lapse. And that does it. That was 8 mile up and down my driveway. Oh. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that was not testing. It's sort of like a, I was not testing, you know, the strength. Well, I guess it was really. I mean, it was more of a mental battle. Oh, I can really feel my joints. But, oh, that was good anyway. I'm pretty sure I made it into the Canadian Army at this rate. But I did say that last time about the American. So I'll edit this together and I'll let you guys know, of course, on screen. You'll know how I did. But that's today's video wrapped up. If you've enjoyed it, drop it a like, subscribe to the channel. Find me over on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. And above everything else, stay safe.